All righty, here we go. Brand new Flyers Daily for the 4th of December, 2025. Flyers Daily presented by Ticketmaster. Make more memories live. Well, the Flyers rebounded from the 5-1 loss they had to open up the 6-game homestand against the Pittsburgh Penguins on Monday. They rebounded with a 5-2 convincing win over the Buffalo Sabres. Although, as we go through this game and kind of talk about it in our recap, it wasn't maybe as decisive a 5-2 win as you would think seeing that box score. Because I will say this first and foremost, I thought tonight's game was the best performance of the season for Flyers goaltender Sam Errson. I thought he was excellent in the game. I thought Buffalo had a ton of great scoring chances in the game. Matter of fact, Buffalo had a higher expected goals model than the Flyers did at 5.4 to 5.1 in the game. Problem is that the Flyers had an expected goals of 5.1, I think it was, and they scored 5. Buffalo had an expected goals of 5.2, and they only scored twice. So really sneaky, under the radar maybe in some ways, good performance by Sam Errson, who's going to be our guest on this episode. And I'm going to give him a shine because I thought it was an excellent performance. I watched a lot of it close up against the glass. Thought it was a really, really good game. Let's get to the particulars, though, of the 5-2 win over the Sabres. Flyers, first and foremost, outshot the Sabres 35-29. Since the Flyers changed their forecheck and their aggressiveness in the offensive zone, kind of kept things the same in the neutral zone, maybe defending their own blue line a little more staunchly and a little bit more vigorously to defend less, and going back on pucks in their own zone, really good. Winning the races on pucks to go back on by the D, and then starting the breakout. Flyers have been really good in that in the last couple of weeks. And it's come to generate less D-zone time overall and more attack time, more time with the puck, which is exactly what I said needed to change for this team on Flyers Daily. We talked about that. This team needs to defend less. And my rationale was, and my thinking, as I stated on the podcast, was if you have the puck, no matter where you are on the ice, you're attacking, you're on offense because you have the desired puck. And if you don't have it, no matter where you're on the ice, you're defending. I said the Flyers need to be on the offense more, attacking with the puck. And they have done that over the last couple of weeks. We see it by a shot total of 35. Really getting a lot of pucks in that, attacking the blue paint, which we'll get to as well. Buffalo's got a ton of good chances too. 29 shots on goal. They attacked the blue paint. They actually opened the scoring of this game. On the power play, 4:08 in, it's Jason Zucker who just pounds it home from the low slot. And this goal happens, first of all, Flyers on the PK. And it's Cam York who's in the box. He flipped the puck over the glass because it just went on edge just a little bit. I asked him about it. Did that puck just roll on edge a little bit? He said, yeah. And it ends up snagging on the stick and going over the glass. So Igor Zamula's got to be on the PK. When the play goes behind the net from Josh Norris to Josh Doan, and Doan goes behind the net, Zamula follows him all the way to the post. And then there's a switch. Jamie Drysdale, the right side defenseman, picks him up as he's going behind the net to his side, but Zamula doesn't rotate out to take care of Jason Zucker quickly enough. And a quick pass from Doan to Zucker, it's in the back of the net. So that'll be a teaching moment for Yegor Zamula. You can't follow him to the post. You got to follow him when you know he's going behind. You got to go whoop, and rotate right back up to the slot. Didn't do it there. It cost the Flyers. It's 1-0 Sabres early. Flyers did have a good start, some good scoring opportunities. Eventually, on their own power play, they break through at 8:26. Travis Konechny picks up the goal, and really good play by Konechny to see where to shoot this puck. Wasn't about power, wasn't about a snipe. It was just about shooting into the right spot of the net, because right in front of the net, and he didn't get a point on this, is Owen Tippett. He is on the edge of the crease, taking the eyes away of Colton Ellis. And because of that work, where he doesn't even get a point, Konechny is able to score. It's a quick play. Sanheim gets it to Mishkov. Mishkov drops it off to Konechny. Mishkov's an option down low, But when Konechny sees that screen and Jamie Drysdale coming from the other side, he opts to get it to the net, knowing that Ellis can't see the shot. So if he can't see it and he doesn't get any piece of the body on it, it's going to be a goal to the short side, the shortest distance for the puck. And if Ellis does get a piece on it, he's not going to get a good piece on it. There's going to be a rebound. He's got Tippett there. He's got now Mishkov coming from the corner, and he's already got Zegras mining over from the right side to fill in the top of the slot for a rebound. So it's a high IQ shot, is what I'm saying. Because even if the save is made or it hits Tippett or the defender, there's still a lot of things converging on the blue paint. But it goes in. So power play goal, Travis Konechny, his 6th of the season. Mishkov and Sanheim picked up the assist. Now we've got a tie game. That's at 8:26. At 9:04 of the period, so what is that, 38 seconds later, Flyers on the power play again because Lindy Ruff challenged the Konechny goal for goalie interference. Problem is that, number one, Tippett didn't go into the blue paint until the puck was past Colton Ellis and didn't go into the blue paint by his own propulsion, I guess I should say. He was pushed in after the puck went past Ellis by Matthias Samuelsson. So good goal. Flyers go back on the power play. Trevor Zegras then, for a guy that has scored some of the most creative goals in the NHL over the last decade, with the stick work, the Michigan, all that, right? He had the flip over the net to, who was that to? I can't remember. But anyway, score some of the most creative goals. He never this one up. He is on the right flank on the power play, and he's trying to make a cross-ice pass, the no-look cross-ice pass that we've seen him make, where he's looking the other way. And Colton Ellis, the goalie, he's passing across ice. I'm going to start going across ice. So he starts going across ice, hits off of a Sabre skate, the heel, and just changes the puck line 48 degrees. Boop, boop. It's going this way. Now it's going straight to the 5-hole of Colton Ellis, and he's tied in knots. Nothing he can do. Goes through. Flyers now go up 2-1 in the game. Sanheim and Konechny with the assist. Another power play goal, this time for Trevor Zegras, his 10th of the season, which ties him for the team lead with Tyson Forster, who tonight obviously wasn't in the lineup and won't be for the foreseeable future until he comes back from this injury 2 to 3 months. So Flyers take the 2-1 lead. Now, a lot of teams in this spot, you just scored bang, bang, 2 goals in 38 seconds, both on the power play to take the lead. A lot of teams get in this spot and they go, okay, we just scored 2 goals. We got the lead. Let's start to play territorially. Flyers don't do that. We've seen on a number of occasions this year. They don't just go, okay, now we're up. Let's start to play territorial hockey, pump pucks deep, make them have to go the whole way. They see blood in the water. And when blood's in the water, they attack. And they attack right away again with an aggressive forecheck. Eventually, Nikita Grabenkin gets it to Noah Cates, a little small area game in the high slot. Then to Bobby Brink, who ends up beating Ellis. Now the Flyers are up 3-1. They've scored 3 goals in 59 seconds, from the 8:26 mark to the 9:25 mark. This is now 9 times this season the Flyers have scored 2 goals within a minute of clock time, running time in the game of each other. 9 times already this season. It's remarkable. That's a crazy number. Now they're up 3-1. Head to the second period. At 1:45 of the second period, Bobby Brink with just an incredible pass to Noah Cates, who's in the slot, and he's got inside position. He's got Matthias Samuelsson shoving him with his back, but with that left-handed shot and the stick right in the middle at the top of the crease as a target, Brink just delivers it right to the stick, and boom, it's in the back door. Great pass from Brink. Just prior to that, Brink had another really good setup for a play from the side to the slot on the left side. This one came from the right side to the middle. Drysdale also picks up an assist. And on that shift, Flyers up 3-1. There was an odd man rush opportunity before that offensive zone time. Bobby Brink had a great back check to break up a play as back pressure. And that forced it the other way, got them into the zone offensively, created 2 scoring chances. The second one they score on. So boom, now it's 4-1, 1:45 of the second period. Then eventually the Buffalo Sabres break through. After that Cates goal, his 6th of the season, Buffalo went on a run. They really grabbed the game. Outshot the Flyers 14-1 before Owen Tippett scored. but they only got the one goal out of it. It came at 11:48. Bowen Byram picked up his sixth of the season from Alex Tuck and Jack Quinn, and you got a 4-2 game. But one other thing the Flyers have done this season is that when the opposition scores, they have scored within a minute of that goal a ton of times so far this year. I think they lead the NHL. I'll have to get the exact numbers, but I will find out. So Byram scores at 11:48, and then the Flyers score at 12:43 on the next shift. Owen Tippett goes in, gets his own rebound, knocks it out of the air into the net past Ellis. Mishkov and Couturier with the assist, and the Flyers go up 5-2. An extra ball game. When a team gets back into it within 2, and then you score again to stretch it back to 3 within a minute of them scoring the goal, scoring goal is one of those things that can flip momentum for not just the goal, but beyond that. So you can attack and get more good chances. But the Flyers scoring 53 seconds later, ruin it. Because now they go back up 5-2, and they've just taken your momentum and your soul, and they salt the game away. No scoring in the third period. Flyers skate out with a 5-2 win. Now, I don't think Rick Tockett's going to like the second period, and this is one of those situations. It's a good situation for a coach, where a coach can have a really comfortable win, 5-2, but have things that he can harp on, like the second period, like the Yegor Zamula non-switch on the penalty kill. It's good to teach when you get a good result. It's good to teach when you get a bad result too. But in this situation, he can really lean into his team to take it to the next level, because the next game is no joke. The next game they will play after a couple of days off is against the Colorado Avalanche. And here's their record. 26 games played. I can't even believe I'm saying some of these numbers. They're so ridiculous in today's NHL. They've played 26 games. They are 19-1-6. They've got 44 points. They've lost a game in regulation. It came on the road. They are 11-0-2 at home. They'll be here at Xfinity Mobile Arena on Sunday afternoon. They're 8-1-4 on the road. They have 106 goals for and only 56 goals allowed. The team with the least amount of goals allowed in the Eastern Conference is the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have allowed 67. They've allowed 11 less. They are plus 50 in goal differential. The highest team in goal differential in the East is the Caps at plus 21. They're more than double that. It is the start they're off to, frankly, is insane. As good as the Winnipeg start was a year ago, this one's even more impressive. The only game they've lost this season in regulation was on October 25th against Boston in Boston, 3-2. Since then, it's absolutely incredible. They have an OT loss to San Jose on the road, last game of a road trip, and they have a shootout loss to Minnesota on November 28th. They've won their last two 7-2 over Montreal, and they beat Vancouver 3-1. And they have the New York Islanders coming up tonight, the Rangers on Saturday, and the Flyers on Sunday. Now, that's part of the equation. They have 2 games before the Flyers play their next game against them. And they're all on the road. So you got a tough, heavy team in the Islanders tonight for Colorado. Then they'll be at the Garden on Saturday afternoon at 12:30. Then they'll be at Xfinity Mobile Arena in South Philadelphia on Sunday at 1. And the Flyers get a couple of days of practice. I think they'll have off today, practice Friday, little skate Saturday. And the things that the Flyers can work on is going further to get Nikita Gurbenkin, chemistry with Noah Cates and Bobby Brink. I thought Gurbenkin looked good in the game. I thought he had a good game. I thought he acquitted himself very well. Everybody did in that game last night. And Rick Tocchet can work on other power play units. Flyers face-offs on power plays have been a huge issue for the Flyers. They were the third worst team going into the game last night in face-off winning percentage on the power play. The Buffalo Sabres were 32nd in the NHL. Flyers in the first period won 4 of 5 power play faceoff draws. That's got to get better. Can work on that stuff. And again, faceoffs aren't just about the sentiment. And they can continue to refine themselves before taking on a team like Colorado coming up on Sunday. Let's get to Sam Errson. To me, he was the player of the game. 5-2 game, multiple point performances by many Flyers. But I thought Sam Errson played really well. Here's my conversation with the Flyers goaltender. Joining us post-game after the Flyers get a 5-2 win over the Buffalo Sabres is Flyers goaltender Sam Errson. That felt pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously we got off to a good start. Got a big lead and held on to it. I mean, they obviously kind of stepped up as they were chasing down in the game. So it's big win for us after last game to kind of getting right back at it to our standard.
I think a lot of people will see this game. They won't think it was, a goalie game because it's a 5-2 final, but they had a lot of expected goals. I don't know if you go by the expected goals model. Smitty always says expected by who, but it was a undercover, really strong performance for you. Is this a good foundational block for you as you go through the season?
I think like my game feels pretty good. I think it's for the most part of the season, it's actually been feeling good. I know like maybe the stats haven't been showing it.
Low shot volume. Yeah, so it's really hard.
It's been a lot of shot volume games, that's for sure. So no, I think it's a good game.
It really was. How do you adjust to it mentally with a low shot volume? Because I said there's going to be some goalies in this league that can't do it, and there's others that are going to have to figure out a way.
Yeah, I think it does show something that the team is doing something good, obviously, that we're defending well and not allowing them to get a lot of shots. So
it's a different game now, too. They just don't give you any cookies anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you're if the other team is up in a game, I think you can feel that they're definitely not throwing any random pucks at net. So, yeah, it's challenges you have to deal with and find a way to try to overcome.
How did the stick come out of your hand?
Oh,
that's just inertia.
No. So I try to get my blocker there. So I drop my stick, but it's the momentum that carries it out there. So it's not a throw.
Yeah, and you're just dropping it because you want less weight to transfer it and fly it out there fast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to get my my blocker up there.
And it was a great game by you. I appreciate the time. Go enjoy it with your teammates, and got a couple of days off and chill out a little bit. Holiday party. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, very much so.
All right, there he is, Sam Errson, after a 5-2 win over the Buffalo Sabres, 27 saves on 29 shots. One last thing on the game last night, because this is remarkable. Of the Flyers players, only 4 forwards didn't have a point, and only 4 defensemen didn't have a point. So 8 players. That's an incredible number. 10 different players had points. Bobby Brink had 2, a goal and an assist, plus 3 shots on goal. Was a +2 in the game. Noah Cates had a goal and an assist, +2, 5 shots on goal. Sean Couturier, an assist, +2, 1 shot on goal. Delarier, 2 shots on goal, no points. Dvorak, no points, -1, 2 shots on goal. Gurbenkin, an assist, +1 in the game. Garnet Hathaway, no points, not minus or plus, did have a shot on goal. Konechny, a goal and an assist, 2 points, 2 shots on goal. Mishkov, 2 assists, ho-hum, that's what he does. 2 shots on goal. Tippett, a goal, 5 shots on goal. Zegras, a goal, 4 shots on goal. Emil Andre, a +3 in the game. Jamie Drysdale, a +3 in the game. Sanheim, 2 assists. Now, Cam York did not play the third period. So he was dealing with some kind of injury, did not return. So that we'll keep an eye on as well. But pretty remarkable. When a guy goes out, you need everybody on the team to step up. 5 different goal scorers and 10 players, skaters, had a point in the game. That's how you pick up the slack. That's good work. Up next will be Colorado coming up on Sunday. And we'll be back tomorrow with another brand new episode of Flyers Daily. Have a great day, everybody.